Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. It's been a while since I recorded, and I have actually made some more changes to my recording setup, so I want to make a few technical notes, and I also would like to make a quick announcement. So I'm going to try and take the first 60 to 90 seconds of the recording here to let you guys know a few things. First of all, you might notice that the episode already sounds a little bit different. If anything, you should be hearing that I'm a lot clearer and a lot louder. Those of you who have been following more closely on my channel know that I've been experimenting with some new audio settings. By more closely on my channel, it means you would have to be following me on social media. You would have to be a member of the Steam group, you'd have to be a follower of the subreddit, or you'd have to follow me on Twitter to know about this, because the video that I did testing this was not public, but the response that I received to the testing of this new audio setup that I have was so good that I decided to go ahead and just institute it across all of my series. But it's on a trial basis. I want you guys to let me know how it sounds, if you think this sounds better or worse. If you want to know specifically what's changed and why you're able to hear me better, then you'll want to check out, like I said, the subreddit, my Twitter account, or the Steam group. The Steam group or the subreddit would be one of the fastest ways to find the link and get access to it that way. But anyway, beyond that, I just want to let everyone know very quickly that I have released a new version of my building effects mod. Now, most of you might have already seen this because it's done pretty well in the workshop so far. As of this recording, it's been at the top of the workshop for the past 24 hours or so you can see it when you log in to play Total War Attila, which is great, makes me feel really good. And for those of you who are watching who have already subscribed to it, thank you very much for supporting the mod and for enjoying the changes that it brings to the Grand Campaign. But the hard building effects mod, I have been playing Total War Attila like crazy for the past 2 or 3 days, not in this campaign, but in a separate campaign, just to make sure that it works the way I want it to, and it does. It definitely is a more challenging version of the building effects mod. So that's enough. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I've hit the 2-minute mark and I haven't even played yet, but I just want to let everyone know that that's out there if you enjoy building effects but maybe want something a little bit more challenging. As for this campaign, we're actually just going to continue with the same cocktail of mods we've been using the whole time. Actually, on that note, one more quick technical note that I do want to bring up. When I was playtesting hard building effects, I noticed that there were some problems with the custom version of Imperium Praetoria that I designed to work with building effects, and some of the buildings in the game, this game and the one that I was doing to test hard building effects, actually did not have the correct effects per the building effects mod. So there might actually be some things that just got a little bit easier somewhere on the map. I don't really know where they are. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for them, but just in the interest of total intellectual honesty in this series, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that's what's going on. So anyway, like I said, it's been a while since I recorded, so I would like to take a second to assess my military situation. I have 2 fully trained armies, actually 3 fully trained armies in Constantinople. Some of which have, actually it looks like all of which are cavalry-heavy armies. No artillery, just cavalry. So with them being cavalry-heavy, it also looks like there's a 4th that's training up right now. So how am I doing on my army limit is the question. How many more armies can I have? I'm at my army limit. Okay. So the cavalry armies will do a pretty good job of defending against these Hunnic hordes that are currently just kind of hanging out, not really doing anything. Let me tell you, while I've been playing this test campaign of the Western Roman Empire, I was playing as the West and trying to just make sure that the mod worked okay, I got so frustrated with the AI for reasons just like this. Because in that campaign, I was trying to keep the Eastern Roman Empire from failing, and they actually have held most of this territory. But they wouldn't expand. They had every opportunity to expand, and they're doing exactly what Attila is doing right now. If you're just jumping into the series, you don't know what I'm talking about, Attila's been doing this. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 death stacks, and I think, yeah, there's a 10th right there. But they're not doing anything, so hopefully that will change this episode. Hopefully. I mean, I don't necessarily want them to do anything right now, because what we're doing with our armies, let me start scrolling through. I've got this scout here that's lowering corruption, and this agent, this champion, who is helping increase recruitment capacity here in Constantinople. But if I zip to some other armies, I have some recruitment capacity improvements happening here.
How can I?
Corruption reduction happening in Antiochia, corruption reduction happening in Ctesiphon, and then I have an army in Ecbatana, that looks like they're regenerating, and they have some artillery on them, so they're good for conquering cities in this region. Then I have a cavalry-heavy army. Actually, they're not even fully built out in Susa. And these guys I can do something with, but we're going to keep looking through our armies first. Then I have another 16-spot army in Spahan. Again, these armies were kind of stripped down in a previous episode. They had artillery, like this one here, and in some cases large artillery. And I just got rid of it, because my income is not that great at the moment. I mean, it's good now. It's at 27,000, and it's going to keep climbing. But they just weren't in a position to have that artillery on them, because it was just too expensive to maintain. So I've got this army here in Betisir. They look like they have just moved. So what I need to do now is I need to wipe out Pura, and then that will be it. Wait a minute. I think I said at the end of the last episode that this would be the one where I finally annihilate the Sassanids. Yeah, it definitely is going to be that, because their final army is right here. They don't even have territory anymore. I don't know that I noticed that at the end of the last episode, but they don't have territory anymore. They just have an army that's hanging out. As you can see, you can always tell where their armies are by looking at the location of their faction icon on the map if they don't have territory. So, assuming it's a weak army, maybe it's two armies, who knows, this should be over pretty quickly.
Battle. We hunger for
I also am tempted to go ahead and throw these guys at Pura, because it looks like... Oh no, they're not quite in range. They couldn't get to Pura. It's in the fog of war, but you can see the edge of their movement range is like right there. But I kind of want to attack Pura with a force that has at least one artillery with them. Like, didn't I have one over here somewhere? I mean, Betisir has one. Is it really just the one in Betisir? No, this one in Ecbatana is the one I'd probably like to bring down. So, anyway, that's that. And then let's make sure we've got all of our positions filled. Oh, yes, we definitely do. We've got some promotions queued up. That's good. That'll help with our income. Keep it nice and high. I think we're ready to end the turn, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and end it and see what the Huns do. But one of the really big things about eliminating the Sassanids and eliminating Pura from the picture is that I can start to withdraw a lot of my armies from this area. As soon as there are no armies wreaking havoc in this area and it can start to stabilize, I can just pull, I think, anywhere from 4 to 5 armies out of this range. At least 4. Okay, here is their final stack attacking Betisir. Okay, it's a couple of stacks. Interesting. So this might be the last hurrah of the Sassanids, right? Oh, hello. So, let's see how this is looking. I mean, I could fight this battle. I could sally forth and fight it. And if we fought it... Hang on, let's see what's... We're garrisoned, so we have high morale. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and fight this in the city, because I want to see what these cities look like. This is the final hurrah of the Sassanids. And they are attacking us, so we can assume a defensive posture. I want to see what these burned out cities look like, because I don't think Betisir is even that fully rebuilt yet, so it's going to be really, really tiny. I just don't... It's going to be a tiny city in the desert. It might look like a full town, because I think I have done that much for it. Then again, it might not. If it looks like ruins, it'll be cool. Fighting amongst the ruins to finish off the Sassanids. It'll probably be a town. Let's be honest, it'll be a town. The Battle of Betisir, 436 AD. So they have a number of men that could cause trouble, but it looks like we have a relatively defensible area here. That's going to help. And they don't look to have any artillery. As you saw, the game put the odds of us winning this battle in our favor. It is foggy, though. That's not the best thing. All right, so
has been brought to the brink of destruction.
Ah, crap. Why didn't it warn me about that? We might lose this now because of that morale penalty. Look at that. Settlement 94%. Holy crap. All right, well... So much for the last hurrah of the Sassanids. All right, what are we going to do here? Let's see. This is an entry point. I'm just going to have to be extremely careful with all these forces. And we're going to have to build... We have 2 barricades we can set up, which is perfect. So we're going to put them up there, and that way they can only come up through certain spots. So we're going to do our best. We're going to put all of our men back here to start. Really? Are you going to give me trouble? All right, there we go. Oh, that's so annoying. All right, it looks like they can come up through this as well. So what I need to do is have spearmen positioned. Can I click? Can I not? There we go. Why are you so far apart? There we go. See, I had a feeling the morale penalty thing would happen. We're just going to have a stationary testudo here. And then we'll have... Let's see, a mobile testudo behind them. And then same thing over here. Yeah, the game just didn't warn me. Alright, so we'll have another stationary testudo. The point is, we just want to hold the line against them despite these ridiculous penalties that we have. Now, the penalties are going to make life really hard. I am worried about our chances here because of those penalties that the game, again, did nothing to warn me about. But we're going to do our best. Thankfully, our units are in good shape.
By your command. On watch. Defensive positions. Hold position.
These archers also should be able to do a lot of damage from where they are. And then finally, we're going to have a cavalry group. Now, where can I have the cavalry group to be able to do the most damage? I could have them behind a barricade. I really think they should just be up here. And then finally, I do have artillery. And the artillery, I'm going to position right there. They are not going to be able to do a lot of damage, but we're just going to see what we can do. Oh, this is going to be fun. You ready for this? Okay. Yeah, I actually really like these choke points. I don't think... Tell you what, let's move forward just a little bit. I don't want anyone to somehow get around me.
Yes, Commander.
That's more or less where I want them, but I want to make sure they're as close to the wall as is possible. There we go. Stationary testudo.
And defend.
And the mobile testudo there. Perfect. Let's make sure... Hey, I'm pretty satisfied with the positioning of these guys, but you know what? Let's take it up a notch. And let's do even better. Stationary and mobile. The mobile testudo, of course, will be able to just pile in behind them.
We await your command.
Same with these guys.
Ready.
Alright, let's start the battle. And then I want my archers to be firing flaming ammunition. Just any cavalry they have, which looks like they have mostly spearmen, actually. So maybe
Reinforcements approaching.
maybe heavy shot. Yeah, these are mostly spearmen. So we're gonna fire heavy shot with the archers.
We hold and we win.
Because that's going to give us armor-piercing damage and a bonus versus infantry, which we need considering our penalty. Alright, so it's not foggy, it's actually a sandstorm. They're attacking us in the middle of a freaking sandstorm. This is going to be fun. I'm kind of excited about this. So we are fighting in the middle of a ruin. Looks like the first shots have been fired. Let's get a closer look at these defending. Actually, you know what? Let me have that guy hold his fire for a second until there's a more concentrated group of enemies approaching that I know I can fire on and do a lot of damage to. Let's take a closer look at this defending force. Oh, look at that testudo. That looks so cool. Black and gold shields of the Eastern Roman Empire under the Imperium Praetoria mod. Oh, look at that. So cool. Alright, we're going to have these guys get the mobile testudo as well.
Form testudo! Form testudo and attack!
Just because it looks so cool. Reminds me of the beginning of Gladiator, you know?
We're being ambushed!
Okay, it seems as though the biggest clump of troops... I don't know, I can't tell.
The enemy has been sighted!
But our archers are definitely starting to... Okay, there's their general standing still. That's a mistake. That's a big mistake. I moved. Damn. Alright, they have charged some cavalry up, and they are getting their butts kicked, which is hilarious. Okay, they have some men that are going to try and take out this barricade.
We must defend the barricade!
But thankfully my archers are giving them a lot of trouble. Their general has charged in versus my spear line here. He's losing decisively. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get some shots off on this group here. I'm going to try just to fire in that general area. Come on, get some hits in, guys. Hurry up and fire. Please? Okay, it does appear that they're going to try and break down the barricade, but if I kill their general first... I really need these guys to fire. I'm counting on my artillery to function.
The enemy is attacking the barricade!
Alright.
The enemy general is dead!
Good. Alright, so we're going to line up some cavalry to get ready to face these guys. Unfortunate that they figured out our little trick. We're going to try our best. Here comes another... Oh, wow. Lots of cavalry over there. Now, you know what? Don't even fire. I don't know what you're doing, artillery, but you're... I do know that you're sucking a lot. Alright, so... if we can do just the maximum amount of damage to them before they break down the barricades, we might stand a chance here. The issue is doing that damage in time. These barricades are almost down. And as soon as the barricades come down, my ability to defend this whole area the way I've been defending it just breaks. Breaks horribly. Alright, we're going to pile all the men in and just have them fight at these choke points. We're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. Alright, they've broken through the barricade, but they're not crossing through. So that's fine. If you want to fight here, we'll fight here. As long as you fight me on my terms. Yeah, they've broken through the barricade, but they're not taking advantage of it. This is hilarious. And my archers still have plenty of ammunition. Holy crap. I've said this before in this series, but if we win this, guys, it's going to be silly. Alright, if I were to start using flaming ammunition... See, that's bonus versus cavalry. Alright, we're going to start using flaming ammunition over here, because there's a lot of cavalry in the mix. This is going insanely well. Matter of fact... Yeah, I'm tempted to charge my cavalry around since they're not... That's what I'm going to do. They're not taking advantage. So I'm going to charge my cavalry around and wipe out this combat group over here. There are some cavalry archers that are going to give me a little bit of trouble. Now, these are all spearmen, so these cavalry are going to have trouble against these spearmen, but at the same time, the feeling of being flanked...
Enemy is upon us! They're at the walls! Our general is under attack!
The feeling of being flanked should really demoralize these guys quickly, which will help give us the battle. Yeah, they're not liking it at all. Oh yeah, they're all running. They're chickening out. They're all chickening out.
Fighters! Advance! Forward! Legio!
Wow. This is insane. This is real point defense. This is how you use choke points. Alright, so that went really, really well. I don't think I lost any cavalry from that, and there's a number of men in here that are trying to run, but let's just say they're failing. There's a number of other guys here that I can now chase down. This is where the battle's happening now, but all of them are losing faith. Let's take a closer look. There's only a few guys left in here. There's like 4 guys. So sad. Alright, let's chase down some of these guys with our cavalry. We don't want any of them to live. We want this to be the end of the Sassanids. On the ruins of their city, they will die at the hands of the Eastern Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, even. I don't think you can fairly call us the Eastern Roman Empire anymore, especially after that victory. It's just 4 guys. Alright, I'm going to reposition my other archers and give everyone flaming ammunition. This team over here No. Okay, it's giving us the victory now. Very, very good. Let's bring our cavalry over here and chase down some of these guys before they get away. The archer's doing a pretty good job of cutting them up anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, it's these guys that I want to get to with my cavalry before they get out of the city, because there's just so many infantry that just gave up on that, and they're mostly slingers. Full units, 77 men. I'm going to try and just... Oh yeah, that one's a full unit. We're going to try and knock those guys out completely. Let's speed things up a bit, shall we? Let the cavalry catch up. They're just completely mowing the Sassanids down. If I just order them to go to the front of this line, they should do a pretty good job of tearing up. Perfect. Actually, wait. No, that one. Still 57 units in that one. All of these units have the potential to get away and still give me trouble as the Sassanids, So I'm just trying to eliminate as many men as possible. That's almost done. This guy should go after this group of hurlers. There's only 32 there. Yeah, these guys are... Oh, man. See if we can go after these guys, too. There's a group of 27 over there that I think we can reach before they get out. Look at them, they're just kind of jogging. I think they're out for a pleasant morning stroll. These aren't even the highest level cavalry that I have. We just won that with some of our lower level units, which is crazy. 10. Yeah, there's still a few more units over here. Specifically this one that I want to get taken care of. Try and wipe as many of these guys as I can. I doubt my other cavalry can get all the way to that unit in time, but we're going to let them try. There's actually another unit over there. They're not going to get there in time. Oh well. These 5 guys are goners. Believe it or not, this is worth it. It just ensures that this is a total victory. Alright, they still have 218 men that got away. Mostly cavalry, I think. So that might not be the end of the Sassanids, but they should launch a suicide run. That was awesome. We should not have... I don't think we should have won that, all things considered. I mean, it just goes to show you those morale penalties are not as punishing as you think if you have a decent strategy. Alright, so yeah, there they are. There's 2 stacks. Yeah. We should be able to finish them off in the next turn. That was awesome. Alright, Huns, what are you doing? Are you withdrawing? Is that what just happened? Did I just see the Huns withdraw? Again, not gonna complain, but it's just... it's weird. There's no other way to put it. It's weird. Hostile agent activity. Alright, so yeah, the Sassanids are still messing with me. Oh man, we've had some other positions expire. I cannot believe Septimus died. That sucks. Thankfully, my wife is still of child-rearing age, as am I, so that will hopefully play a role in the continued productivity of that marriage. Oh man. Alright, let's see if we can just kill the Sassanids really fast.
For death and honor!
See,
At once.
that's annoying. Alright, we're just gonna auto-resolve. This is the army that... these are just the last remnants of the army that...
We hunger for battle. Advance.
yeah, we're not gonna be able to actually get to them. That's annoying. Alright, this general... oh, yeah, there's some extra campaign movement range. I don't think I can use it now, but I'll try. No, I can't. This army can probably get to him. Yes, it can. Perfect. And here it is. The reason I let this episode go to to 30 minutes. There you have it, folks. Faction destroyed, Sassanid Empire. So, at this point, we are in a much better position. Actually, you know what? You need to go back to Spahan. You need to go to Isitus. Perfect. We're in a much, much better position to withdraw some of our forces, and we need to eliminate Pura here, and eliminate the Afrigids, because they look like they're still trying to mess with me up here, which is just beyond annoying. Also have a lot of money that I need to spend, but I'm going to do that in the next episode now that we've finally eliminated the threat from the Sassanid Empire. And that was, you know, I mentioned, I do want to comment really quick because we've been going after them for a while. I mentioned in one of the previous episodes when I had to do those re-recordings, one of the tragedies of the re-recording was that I had some really good final battles against the Sassanids. Didn't actually finish the Sassanids off, but we definitely got really close and had just an epic battle against them. And then I had to get rid of that recording because, you know, of the issues that I pointed out, and I had to re-record. That is better than any of those battles. The battle that just happened is better than any of that. So I think we've just come full circle with a brief little re-recording. Again, the re-record is only in my mind. For you guys, you're just watching the series and you're going, Hadrian, what are you talking about? Like, we're just watching the episodes you're putting up. It's fine. You don't have to talk about the re-recording. But believe me, like, it's sad when you know, the battles went a certain way in the first attempt that I made at this part of the campaign, and then they didn't go that way when I re-recorded, but then we had that one just now, and I think that really is a nice cap where it's a win not only for you guys, but a win for me to get to see all that. So on that note, I will go ahead and cut this episode here. In the next one, we will spend this 28,244 gold, excuse me, that I have, and then in the episodes after that, we are going to bring some armies up really quickly to try and see the Huns are gone. They're just gone. we're gonna reestablish a colony at Corinth because Attila burned that to the ground a while ago, and we need to reestablish that. We're gonna retake Scupi. We're gonna retake Viminacium, and then we also, there's a lot of burned out ground up here. A lot of Eastern Europe, all of Eastern Europe is just it's just completely destroyed. Looks like there is a standing civilization here. Who owns it? The Langobards are down here. I don't know who owns that one, though. Langobards are here. Interesting. So yeah, we have a lot to do now that the Sassanids have been destroyed, and we can finally turn our focus towards the northern front and reestablishing the true Roman Empire when we retake and rebuild the city of Rome. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. And by the way, if you're watching this and Eternal Empire is over, you might have noticed at 12 p.m. there'll be something else, always in kind of a historical or grand strategy type of feel. That's what I reserve for this time slot, so just an FYI for you there. Again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.